The situation has sparked concern across the NBA. The Warriors reaffirmed their championship pedigree with a hard-fought 109-106 win over the Rockets. They don't just talk, they back it up with bold actions. Recent comments from key players are resonating throughout the league and shedding light on why this team is so special. In this video, we'll explore why the Warriors' Game 4 performance has put the rest of the NBA on high alert, and how their ongoing statements are proving this squad is ready for another title run. The Warriors secured their biggest win of the season last night against the Rockets. One player, despite physical limitations, dropped 27 points. Another made 6 three-pointers, and even with just 13 attempts, another teammate significantly contributed to the win. One player, in particular, focused entirely on defense. Even with 5 fouls, holding his opponent to just 3 makes on 12 shots. A crucial block late in the game stood out as a highlight. It was one of the most memorable performances in the team's history. A coach perfectly summed up this defender's impact by calling him the best he's ever seen. Someone who always shines in the biggest moments. When it matters most, he makes the difference, just like another teammate who has become clutch. In finishing plays, you simply can't overlook this defender's influence. He's vital to this team. But he's not the only one. There's no better way to sum it up. This defender is essentially the defensive version of the team's top shooter. His impact is undeniable, showing exactly why he's such a crucial piece. Still, this isn't just about him. Another player has emerged as a major difference maker. And after the game, he made 2 striking statements that reflect why his connection with the team is so powerful. When asked about his interaction with an opposing player during a tense moment with the 2 seemingly laughing, a reporter questioned whether they were just having fun. His answer was clear. There was no fun. That response highlighted his competitive fire and the seriousness of the playoffs. That quote stood out for 2 reasons. First, he's here to compete, not smile. His focus is absolute. Second, the Warriors are feeding off playoff intensity, something only seasoned players truly understand. But there's another side to this player. One of his standout quotes came when he praised a teammate for an unexpected defensive effort. This player isn't known for his defense, but the team's solidarity showed when he admitted he usually doesn't give compliments, yet acknowledged the teammate's defensive mindset and key buckets despite his usual limitations in that area. That kind of unity is what sets this team apart. Everyone was joking and making memes about it online. Even a shirt was made poking fun at his exclusion. It was noted that this same player flew to Houston today, while another teammate gave him some social media jabs and a lighthearted dig. At the press conference, that's the type of special camaraderie that's developing here. Something distinctly different. There's a lot of similar content floating around the internet. Take that shirt, for example, even if it's not directly part of the current conversation. It highlights a moment during the flight to Houston when one player playfully roasted another online and in media interactions. It's all part of the unique chemistry building on this team. And that chemistry is one of the key elements setting them apart. Now let's shift focus to a player who faced some obstacles in this series, but truly broke through in the last game. He was asked what motivated his impressive performance. He said he'd seen a stat showing the series' leading scorer was an opposing player, followed by several of his teammates, and then another player who had only appeared in 1 game. That sparked something in him. He emphasized the importance of staying confident during tough stretches. Great players want to shine in those moments, not back down. What fascinates me is how relatable he is. Before the game, he was watching a broadcast breaking down stats. That specific stat exposed how poorly he'd played up until then. Scoreless in Game 2, shooting 0 for 5 from the field and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Game 3 wasn't much better, just 1 for 6 shooting. But then came the breakout. He hit 9 of 18 from the field, including 6 threes, racking up 26 points. It was a stunning performance. That's exactly what championship teams need. Players who rise when it counts. I don't see him as just a role player. He brings a unique energy and mindset. And with only 22 years old and in his 2nd year in the league, his potential is enormous. It's truly impressive. Now the challenge is on the rest of the league. The team leads the series 3-1. Historically, teams with a 3-1 lead win the series 96% of the time. But let's put the stats aside for a moment and consider what this team is showing us. One player is performing as if he's already in the finals. Another is anchoring the most efficient playoff defense we've seen this year. And unexpected contributors are stepping up with valuable minutes. There was uncertainty about whether this team could deliver this kind of performance, but they've proven they have capable defenders across the roster. And let's not forget, the coach, who still has his championship playbook. His decision to deploy a specific tactic to neutralize an opposing star late in the game was pure genius. It changed the rotations and completely shifted the game's momentum. So what does this all mean moving forward? They're likely heading to the next round, but there's a deeper story unfolding. They're winning tough games without over-relying on one star. Sure, he scored plenty the game before, but last night wasn't his best, and still, they won. They're finding ways for the right guys to peak at the right time, with real two-way players stepping up. They're showing they have the depth to go head-to-head with opposing stars, especially when they have players pulling down 12 rebounds in a single game or acting as physical defenders in contact situations. Everything is starting to click, and a powerful narrative is emerging. This team feels like a blend of the 2015 and 2022 Warriors, a serious threat to the rest of the league. That's what's coming. As the team heads to Houston tomorrow with a chance to close out the series, they'll likely face a team also leading 3-1 in its own matchup. The league knows what happens when this squad gains momentum. They don't just win games, they cause teams to fall apart. That's what we're witnessing with the Rockets right now. Tomorrow presents a chance to finish this series. And all signs point to a matchup against the Wolves next, who currently lead the Lakers 3-1 in the second round. But let's not forget what we've learned from the NBA. When a team gets hot, it doesn't just collect wins, it causes its rivals to unravel. They get in their heads. They dismantle strategies and crush morale. After last night's game, the shift is palpable. There's tension in the air. This team has reasserted itself and now carries the confidence to push deep into the playoffs. It might sound bold, but after what we saw last night, I think there's a real case to be made. They have a legitimate shot at the title. They're proving to be a formidable force. And if the supporting cast continues to shine like this, anything is possible. But that's all I've got for now. I'll be back tomorrow with more updates. Tomorrow, we need to seal the deal. If you're rooting for the Warriors, stay tuned. We'll probably be talking again soon. Who knows? I might even pop in later today. Honestly, I'm still riding the high from last night's win. Gotta run. See you soon. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Stephen Curry, the iconic point guard of the Golden State Warriors, has reportedly suffered an injury that could significantly impact the team's ongoing playoff campaign. Though no official statement has been released by the Warriors or organization, rumors circulating from sources close to the team suggest that Curry may have sustained a lower body injury during a recent practice session. The extent of the damage remains unclear, but the speculation has already sent shockwaves through the NBA community and among Warriors fans. Curry, who has been the cornerstone of Golden State's success over the past decade, continues to play at an elite level despite his age. His ability to change the course of a game with his shooting range, ball handling, and leadership has made him indispensable to Steve Kerr's system. Any injury to the four-time NBA champion is a cause for concern, especially with the postseason pressure mounting. While the Warriors have shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season, they rely heavily on Curry's consistency and veteran presence to compete against the league's top contenders. Sources have hinted that Curry may have tweaked his ankle or suffered a strain, but until the team makes an official announcement, fans are left in a state of anxiety. If the injury proves to be serious, Golden State's path forward could become far more complicated. The potential absence of Curry would not only affect their offensive rhythm, but also place additional pressure on Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and emerging talents like Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody to carry the load. The Warriors have dealt with injuries before, but losing Curry at a critical point in the season would be a major setback. For now, all eyes remain on the team's medical staff and the next official update. The basketball world waits anxiously to learn whether one of the game's greatest players will be sidelined, or if this is just a precautionary scare, right? Updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the dubs. Community, stay tuned for the next video.